imagine if a kid came to a parent or came to a trusted adult over and over and over again with a desire or with something that they really deeply wanted that was meaningful to them. And every time they came, they were shut down. Eventually, on a long enough timeline, the kid would stop coming. The kid would stop asking. And so to me, that's like the perfect analogy of our intuition, of our inner voice, that eventually we shut it up and it gets so quiet that it doesn't feel safe to even come to the surface. And so, like, the first thing to me is like we have to rebuild trust with that. And that looks like starting to pay attention to the subtlest of desires or like knowing feelings, even if that's something as simple as like you go to lunch and you have that little gut feeling like, I want the burger. But then your brain is like, but I think I should eat the salad. Or like, oh, you finish a call or like a work thing and you feel that little tug that's like, I want to go outside. You don't really have an explanation for it, but like you feel that, but then your brain's like, but I have so many other things that I need to do. So I'm just going to do that. And so for me, the first part of that is just re-fostering this like relationship with it where it starts to feel safe enough to even bring the subtlest and smallest things to the surface. And then over time, to me, what that does is you start to build this trust where it can bring bigger things, bigger visions, bigger desires to you. I would say that's the first thing. I think the second thing is like actually not just listening to it, but then acting on the things that you feel that intuitive nudge to do, taking the risk of that and like actually moving forward. And again, I think starting small sometimes is very useful if you feel like you don't have a lot of trust in that.